Welcome back to a brand new video, guys, or should I say continuation on the pink cabin. Well, I'm back at the cabin, and no, obviously it's not pink. It was a joke. It was a prank, which it worked out really well. Mo was very, very shocked. Guys, no joke, outside right now, let me turn you around here. It is literally 10 degrees outside. And for February, that's crazy. So, without further ado, let's get at it. All right, jumping in here. Let me flip you around. So here, the the Blue Yeti. And by the way, hey, Blue Yeti, hit me up, because I plan on doing something pretty spectacular on the property too, so stay tuned for that. It'll be like later on. So right here, let me flip you again. I'm going to be putting those batteries here, and then the charge controller, and eventually a fuse box will be going there too. So let's get going on that. Nice.
But I guess for 8 foot, we have to cut, because when I put the whole one piece,
Yeah.
see,
Does it reach a stud or over how much?
so it's over one stud by maybe 4 inches.
Cut there.
Yeah.
Let me get it in the center of it. We're gonna have to try, and
Yeah.
then worst case we mill some more.
Yeah. I already told him when it actually mill it.
I know. I didn't tell myself. Another battery and another glove. That glove over there. Battery put away. So I got some household electrical, because I'm gonna wire up some lights upstairs after, but for now got just your regular. So from the charge controller out, I'm gonna be putting just a household plug, so at least I can run like a power bar from the charge controller out to certain different components, like the diesel heater, charge these guys, so we're always having power. And then later on, the solar panels will be going to the charge controller, and then I'm going to be running from the charge controller out to the fuse panel. Then for the fuse panel, I can have separate breakers for, like, Moe's room has its own breaker, up here has its own breaker, the kitchen and the living room. So just need 4. But I'm thinking I'd probably get a 6. That way we can have outside plugs as well. So yeah, so let's go to it. And here.
Yeah, we can always move this if we need to move that.
I'm going to. Okay. At least I have studio lighting.
Yeah. Alright guys, so while I'm going to be working up in the bedroom after I make myself some food because I'm starving, Chris is going to be hooking up some new batteries. So I got these batteries. It's going to be my actual battery wall here. This is the only place that makes sense. Close to all the wires. We can make a hole to get the wires in and out.
Yeah.
Instead of running them through the windows like we are right now. This is going to be the battery area. Eventually we'll enclose it so it'll look good. So Chris is going to be working on the batteries while I'm going to be working on the walls. Well, first I gotta feed myself because I'm starving. Oh, and Carlos cleaning up this mess. This mess that him and Chris made. Jeez.
It was fun.
Yeah. You wanna Okay, I'll get one of you guys to hand me this dresser. Yep, we'll do it. So probably Carlo.
Okay, so what I did, I just made a simple box. That's the same like as the dimensions for the box, but now I'm gonna build them out. So I need to make some cuts there and then build up. Okay, let's go. Okay, I built the box. This is just like it was a quick box to house. I wanna put a piece down here and on the other side. And then I wanna close it all off. Both sides. This front can have a door. I put a countertop on it or a butcher block. But now I'm gonna do the wiring. I mounted the charge controller up top. And yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, okay. So as you can hear, Moe's, well, you can't really hear, he stopped. Moe's upstairs doing his sealing. So right now, I've got the 2 batteries in parallel and the wires running up to a charge controller. And right now, like right here, we have the AC in, and that's like from your generator. And then you have your AC out, which temporarily till we get the fuse box, I'm just gonna pull the plug, wire it in to the AC out. And then over here, that's your solar panel connections. So I put everything here so it keeps it nice and clean. And then later on, we can, like down here, I can run conduits outside, whatever I need to be. And then I'm gonna run electrical straight, probably up in this corner, past this nice pink balloon. And then I can feed electricity to Moe's room and this room, and maybe some lights. And so let me show you what it looks like when we turn it on. So nice, they have 2 breakers. So flip the batteries on, turn them on. And right now we're on standby, and up top is loading. Input should be 52.6, I believe. Come on, takes a second to register. 52.6, and AC invert is flashing, so that's okay. So right now we'd be live right here. So do not touch that no matter what. Put the damn cover back on. So I'm gonna go back to this, and like right now, like it looks kind of like crap, right? But I'm gonna tie up the wires, make them look all pretty and stuff. And like I said, this will be all enclosed, bar top, cutting board, whatever. And so yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do some more wiring, and I'll show you more. Okay, so now I have my AC out, so that's 110. And I just hooked up just a wire, just a simple plug. Just for now, for testing purposes, like I said, until we get the fuse panel. So now, what I did is I just grabbed just this Ryobi charger, right? It's got 1 bar, so we need the charged. So let's flick on the batteries. Turn them on. Okay, cool. That's setting up. And then obviously Moe's coming down, so I'll show him there in a minute. Okay, so say we have output. Plug it in. Click, and there you go. Now she's charging.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So we are self-sufficient right now for this. So we'll catch you in a minute there. Well, I'll be back. Oh yeah, and eco-worthy. we've communicated before. You never got back to me about a sponsor. Hit me up. And you guys, hit me up too. So I'm going to put the links in the description below for both these companies for this product. and man, it was an easy setup. So we're gonna test it out and see how long it lasts for. Stay tuned. Okay, on to the next project. So Mo got this sink that's going actually right there. And unfortunately I do not have a pencil, so I used crayons. But all I did was go there, and then I went in 1/2 inch, and that should be plenty. So I countersunk where I pre-drilled my corners. Then I'm just going to use a jigsaw for a round. So here we go.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
And just like that, we have a hole. Now the question is, was Chris's measurements right? Well, I could have went a little bit more that way, but that's fine. For now, we need to get something to secure the sink from underneath. But yeah. So the idea is just a wash station, right? So I'm gonna have a water bottle down here to a faucet, like with a pump, and then empty out to like a barrel, and it's just for washing your hands and stuff. All right, so let's see what I can find here. Okay, because it's a cabin sink, and what we're using it for, to make it like it's like it still moves, but it's not bad. Those are adjuster screws. So now maybe I'll take out a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I installed the sink. Yeah, it's a mess. Installed the faucet, which this is the battery operated one, but I mean it works, but interesting actually. So you can do it like that, but it really sucks. Or you hook it up to the Inverter bottled water dispenser, and you're good to go. And then temporarily I just have it on the stool. But there's the pail right there. And when it's full, out it goes. That's it. Done like that. Again, same thing. I hook up wires, and I'm gonna give a shout out. Also, I'm gonna link it in the description for the Inverter bottled water dispenser. It's actually such an easy unit, but the way I worked it is I modified that one to fit that hose, and she does not leak whatsoever. It's fantastic. And then the big hose goes into, like through the cabinet at the back, right back there, into the water bottle. So now there's running water. Kinda. Still running water. All right, it's cleanup time. Yeah. All right, so we're actually going to be installing the fuse panel. So obviously came in a box like this. I've already took one box out, which is the actual cover. So I'll set that aside because that'll be the last piece to go on. Now, are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh, yes! It comes with it.
No way, dude.
That is awesome.
Well, I guess I can return all the other shit.
15, that's exactly what I got you to order too. The double 15 amps. Well, let's save them.
Yeah.
Because we can add more later.
Yeah, okay.
Once the solar is in.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Cool. You had no idea.
it actually came with the square D breakers and covers. Are you serious? and the ground bar.
Nice. That's amazing.
All right,
Wow.
that is awesome. So
That's kind of stuff that lives here too.
as you see, that's your fuse panel. So we're gonna mount this, and then I gotta run, oops, all the, like, this one here, this is our supply. Not this guy, that's from the generator. This guy comes from the charge controller to, like, right now I have it just to an extension cord or whatever, but it feeds all the electrical. So that actually goes into here, these posts here, and then you have your green, your copper ground, which goes to a ground bus bar. All right, let's get to it. When it comes through here, I want it more direct. So give me a sec, I gotta get some screws and I'll be right back. All right, so I also got Mo to get this roll. It's the New Age America cable lock. So it's like liquid tight conduit. So we're gonna be using that, and it comes with fittings. Not just like straight fittings, but it also comes with, you know, some 90-degree fittings and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and make this as clean as possible. So these guys here, as you see, like this screws off, and it's just a compression fitting. So the conduit actually goes in there, locks in, and then you just tighten it up. And then on the back side, just like every other installation of like a junction box or something like that, they have the metal lock. So this actually goes through the fuse box and just screws in the locks. It's that simple, folks. But I'm kind of thinking, do I use the 90s, and then it's literally direct from here, because I put it here. So direct from here, straight over and up. I kind of like that. All right, so next step, what I have to do is I got to take this plug off, and I'm going to be running it into here. Now, if you look here at your fuse box, you have the two outside ones. They're actually your white wire. Then on the inside is your black. Then obviously your grounds and such further on. Which I'm going to use because these are ground bars. So your main ground goes right to here, if you could see it. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to connect my black, my white, and my ground. That will give me the power to this side. All right, so I don't know, hopefully you guys can see that. All I did was run this cable up through the conduit and just keep it nice and tight. So now it's also protected from rubbing up against the steel, and we'll never have an issue with that. Next step is I gotta spread the wires and hook this bad boy up and flick this on and see what blows up. Right, Mo?
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're gonna
Call you Speedy Gonzales.
blow everything up. Whew. And then we're gonna run wires all different places with the conduits. Proper hookups. We still have to, maybe we'll order them off Amazon like you did for the RV, the plugs with the USB-C. So I'm just gonna spread these guys. Don't do it this way. Get a professional to install it, but if you're doing a DIY off-grid, I encourage you to learn. That's the best way to do it. Because it's almost like being an apprentice. You gotta start from the bottom. You gotta start somewhere. And what better way to do it than burn your own cabin down? Just kidding. Don't do that. Alright, so like I said, my black wire is going to this stud here. And the white wire is going to this stud. So that'll energize through here. And the ground goes down to, hopefully you guys can see it. Let me just zoom in here. So there's a green screw right here. That is your ground. And then obviously that grounds out the block, and then you can hook up your grounds to the ground bars whenever you run other outlets and such. So right now, first off, because it's new, you think everything's great. But we're going to do a resistance test with a multimeter. Doesn't have to be anything special. We're just checking. Where's my resistance? There we go. All we're doing is checking with the multimeter to make sure. What happened to this? Oh. See right now at a limits. OL. When you touch the two, you're supposed to be able to get the beep. So right now, if we go to black, there. So we have black, the breakers. So as you see, they just literally click in here and there. And then these breakers have the dual, so you can run two systems. So like this breaker will be running like Moe's room and this room. The next breaker here, because I can sister them up this way, that can run living room, kitchen.
Question for you.
Yes.
How hard would it be if we were to run a wire from the cabin all the way out to the main road and steal electricity from the city?
It would take a lot of wire.
But
we could do it.
It's, okay.
Don't do that.
You're recording?
Yes, I am. All right. So, close that up. Okay. My white wire. Well, actually, let's do the ground first. Try to keep everything super clean. We'll go like, no, we're gonna go down. We're just gonna trim it like this. Straighten it up a little bit. Feed it through the bottom.
I may have made them a little bit too well done, but
it's okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's in. Now time for our white in there. Okay, so technically speaking, right now we are hooked up. As soon as I hit that breaker, everything's good to go. So I just added this conduit. So right now we're not conduit, but fitting. Anyways, I'm gonna run a box right to here. That way we can still plug in everything, because we're just running out of time today. So at least this way we can still plug in the generator to the charge controller, and then we can still hook up everything to here. Mo's gonna order the outlets, and then we'll finish connecting all those later. So what I did is I added the junction box here, then I just added this new conduit, which just tightens up. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's so hot in here. Alright, so now I gotta run the wire through the conduit up to the fuse panel, which should be well enough. Bless you. Alright. And for now we're gonna hook up the plug. Yeah, it's boiling down here. It's actually 31.8 degrees down here. And the diesel heater is not running. It's crazy. Okay. Ground. Alright, so now black to gold. And the white, oh, I gotta fix that. Well, let's hook up the white first, then we'll fix that other one. Alright, now we'll just close that up. So, temporarily, like that. I gotta make sure I have enough up top. If you hear some banging, that's just Moe upstairs. So again, I'm using a Snyder box, and most of the electrical is all made by Snyder. I will drop a link down below to their products. And yeah. So if you need it, get it. And then I'll also link a description to EcoWorthy and everything like that. So here, black wire is going to be hooked up to the actual breaker. This guy is actually going right to, let's do the top one. Also, a word of voice, don't use an impact gun for this. It's not supposed to be like that. And the ground, into the ground bar. Okay, and now we're going to hook up to here. So if you see, there's so much light. So on here, come on, focus. Focus. On there, it's a dual breaker, and then 2 terminals there. That's for your black wire. So we're gonna hook up the black wire to one of these guys. There. Make sure we're good. Okay, now we can go like this and pop it. So right now there's nothing. Okay. Now I'm going to switch over and turn this on. So right now we're going to draw power from the batteries. So we're hooked up here. And I'm going to disconnect. Where's my plug? Ugh. So we just disconnected from there. So this light bar, can't really see, one sec. The light bar is not connected, the light's not on. So now we're going to flip the breaker to the first one. Now, I should be able to plug this in, which light's on. So we are actually good to go with this breaker now. Everything works fine. Still 52 volts on the input of there, output 120 volts. And honestly, that's as easy as it is.